We have lockdown in Halifax and surrounding communities, including schools, but our numbers continue to climb. While the majority of cases are in the central zone, we're beginning to see a concerning trend in the Cape Breton Regional Municipality. The case numbers aren't nearly as high, but we're starting to see a steady climb, and we're increasingly concerned about spread in the CBRM. COVID is in every region of our province, and it doesn't seem to want to slow down. That's why we have to. Effective 8 a.m. tomorrow for the next 2 weeks, we are announcing a province-wide shutdown. All schools, public and private, closed. All indoor non-essential services, including shopping malls, retail, and personal care outlets, restaurants and bars, closed to the public except for curbside pickup or takeout and delivery. COVID loves the indoors, so we need to shut down activities that take place inside. Gyms, pools, indoor recreation and cultural events, dance and theater, all closed for the next 2 weeks. Long-term care homes, closed except for designated caregivers. Essential services will remain open. Doctors and dentist office, grocery stores, and pharmacies can open at 25% capacity. Outdoor businesses, including construction, remain open as they continue to follow public health protocols. We're trying to limit as much indoor gathering and activity for the next 2 weeks to try to contain COVID. We know that COVID does not thrive outdoors. That's why we're keeping some activities outside open. Golf courses, outdoor tennis courts, and all parks will remain open as long as all of them follow public health protocols. And just for clarity, you need to stay in your community. What that means, we signed an order. The order states your municipality. So you cannot leave your municipality if you want to go to a golf course, for example, or go to a park. We are advising to use your common sense and stay within your community, but the legal confines of that for clarity is to stay with the strict guidelines that are within your municipality. You can still travel, of course, for work and essential services outside those boundaries. Currently in HRM, you weren't able to gather for more than 5 people, but we are now extending that to limiting that to your household. And if you are a household of, say, 1 or 2 people, you can have 1 or 2 people socialize with your own household. That number needs to stay, those people need to stay consistent with that social limit, and Dr. Strang can give you more details on that as well. That is also extending to the rest of the province, so not only HRM, that's the whole province. For families with large numbers, do not add extra people to outside of that family when you're outside. We are in a critical race between your vaccine rollout and the variant. And right now, the variant is winning. We have to move fast to slow the spread. These next 2 weeks are critical. We will continue to roll our vaccine program as we get more supply coming in. But as we continue to vaccinate, we have to continue to limit our movement. It's the best way to limit our spread. Now over to Dr. Strang.
Thank you, Premier. Good afternoon, everybody. Yesterday, I said we are in a critical race between the variant and the vaccine, and that's why we're here today announcing a 2-week province-wide circuit breaker. Taking a provincial approach is the best way for us to get ahead and stay ahead of the virus. We're in a different situation than we were a year ago. COVID variants require us to act faster, be firmer, and have a broader reach. Given the case numbers in the Greater Halifax area, there is a substantive risk of spread across the province. There are already concerning signs in Cape Breton of potential community spread. We need to act now. We cannot be chasing this virus. We have to be ahead of it to protect Nova Scotians, our healthcare system, and our vaccine rollout. So my message to all of you today is stay close to home. If you have to ask yourself if you should go here or do this or that, the answer is likely no. Do not look for loopholes. We all know the intent of these restrictions, and we need to act accordingly. You should not be gathering with people outside your household at all. Effective immediately, there are no indoor or outdoor gatherings allowed. You can socialize within your household, the people you live with. If your household is 2 or less people, you can socialize with 1 or 2 others from another household, but they must be the same people for this 2-week period.